Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Mariana's Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sakurako Halstead. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. Flight changes can mean a hard time for visitors from the land of the rising sun. Also tonight, a case is refiled for an officer accused of assault with a dangerous weapon. And government stakeholders and members of the community learn how to interact with animals humanely. In sports, batters up, youth softball teams rally for a sweet chance to win the Perpetual Cup. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
I love Mariana's Coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Hafaday Zantero. On behalf of the Northern Marianas Humanities Council, you're invited to join us for Your Humanities Half Hour, Thursdays at 7 p.m. here on KSPN2. We take a look at the humanities issues of interest to you and our community. Join us as we navigate the human experience together on Your Humanities Half Hour, Thursdays, and replayed on Saturdays at 7 p.m. and on YouTube at 670 Humanities.
Try double filet sandwich for double the flavor. Just in time for Lent for a limited time. Served all day.
Hafaday, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth. You're watching the Channel 2 News on March 17 from our studio on Capitol Hill. Direct service to and from Tokyo Narita will soon leave earlier and get in later, and it's not going to help in the effort to rebuild tourism, as Japanese on direct flights will arrive in the middle of the night and depart in the early morning.
United Airlines is changing the flight times on the Saipan Narita and Narita Saipan flights, and the new times are not going to be popular with most tourists. Currently, flights from Japan leave Tokyo about 5 p.m. and arrive around 9 p.m. This means a hotel check-in, and the next 2 or 3 days, tourists have a schedule that's pretty good for activities. For their return, the flight leaves Saipan at 12:45 in the afternoon and arrives Narita in 3:30 p.m., meaning our Japanese visitors can check out of the hotel around 10 a.m. and head to the airport. It's a good schedule, lets them get their money's worth at the hotel and travel easily. That will change on May the 1st. The new departure time is going to leave Narita at 9 p.m., and that means it arrives after 1 a.m. in the morning. That's not great for summer vacation schedule, especially for families traveling with little children. The flights are then going to leave Saipan at 7:10 in the morning, which means about a 4 a.m. wake-up call for tourists. Tough on the way in and tough on the way out. United does fly the route 3 times per week with departures on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from Saipan and arrivals into Saipan on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. No reason was given for the change, but tourism officials say the new schedule is not going to help the effort in bringing back tourism in any sort of meaningful numbers from Japan.
A court case for a police officer arrested for pointing a gun at a suspect in the back of a patrol car is being refiled. 28-year-old Troy Anthony Manahani appeared in front of Judge Joseph Camacho this morning in Superior Court. Manahani is a law enforcement officer arrested for assault with a dangerous weapon and disturbing the peace. In a preliminary hearing in October, for Count 2, disturbing the peace, court ruled for probable cause, and Count 1, assault with a dangerous weapon, element of threat, was dismissed. Police believe Manahani unholstered his police-issued firearm and pointed it at a suspect while responding to a domestic violence incident in Chalancanoa in January last year. After attempting to elude the officers during a domestic abuse stop, the accuser claims that after Officer Manahani had him safely in the back of his police vehicle, Manahani pointed his gun at him, causing him to fear for his life. The internal investigation was a long one. 10 months later, a warrant was issued for the officer's arrest. In a preliminary hearing in October, a witness said 3 interviews were conducted for Manahani's partner, and although his partner did not fully disclosed details of the incident in the beginning, in an interview in April, Manahani's partner recounted seeing the firearm being pointed at the accuser. Representing the CNMI, Chester Hines, says they are refiling or recharging the case, which is a new charge that brings back assault with a dangerous weapon charges where Manahani allegedly pointed a gun at the victim. Defense has filed motions, which is currently pending. Manahani is not under house arrest but has bail conditions. Arraignment scheduled for May 12. Visitor arrivals from South Korea are down 32% from a year ago, and overall, the Marianas Visitors Authority reports that visitor arrivals to Saipan, Tinian, and Rota totaled 15,802 in February 2025.
Overall, visitor arrivals were down 32% from a year ago. Arrivals are less than half of what they were prior to the pandemic. Back in February of 2019, there were over 38,000 arrivals in February. MVA says that South Korea remains the top market. Just over 11,000 South Koreans came in February of 2025. That number down 32% from the 16,400 or so that came in 2024. The decline, MVA says, was due to reduced flights that happened after the December 2024 Jeju air crash and also Asiana Airlines flight suspension that happened in July of 2024. And other ongoing airline shortages. Arrivals from Japan up a bit, but the numbers are still small. They increased by 21%, rising to just over 1,000 in February 2025. That number was 838 a year ago. MVA says they will host the Marianas Seminar in Tokyo on March 18th to promote further growth. China is now the second biggest source market. The arrivals from China grew by 7%, reaching 1,684 in February of 2025. That was boosted a bit by the Lunar New Year holiday. Prior to COVID-19, China was the second largest source market, but back then it was big numbers for the Marianas. Other arrivals included 824 from Guam, 777 from the U.S., and 376 from other markets.
Coming up, a family from Japan celebrates a big accomplishment with a trip to our islands. And history buffs are touring the World War II sites in the Marianas and beyond.
St. Patrick's Day. Yeah. Where's the drink? Where's the drink?
Can we get a drink?
Cheers.
For many, St. Patrick's Day is a day to celebrate with drinking. Lots of drinking. DPS officers will be in full force this March 17th, so before you get the party started, designate or they will see you before you see them. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the CNMI Department of Public Safety.
Stay safe, CNMI.
At Mariana's Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
When I think of you sometime, want to spend some time with you, just the two of us.
At the end of the rainbow, there is a pot of gold, a pot of gold. But who needs a pot of gold when you live in the Marianas? Welcome back. You're watching the Monday night edition of the Channel 2 News. A family from Japan builds memories to last as they spend time together in our islands. The Soga family from Japan is celebrating a graduation with a trip to Saipan for the first time. They snorkeled at the Blue Cave and Grotto, visited Bonsai Cliff, Bird Island, went on a guided buggy tour, and dipped their toes in the ocean at Wing Beach. Chisako, Ayako, and Shunnosuke say overall they had a good experience.
It is very interesting. Yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Japan is very cold, so it is very comfortable.
Shunnosuke says culturally, compared to other places in the world, the Japanese style of family interactions is not deep and members of the family usually do not get a chance to be close.
外国人の方々の方がもっとなんて言うんだろう、なんか距離が近いというか、スキンシップとかも多分外国人の方が多くて、で日本人はあんまりそういうのないから、なんかなんて言うんだろうな、あんまり深い関係性に表面的にはなってないみたいなことが多いです。
Mother Ayako says this family vacation is the most time they've spent together. Chisako adds that their time in Saipan gave them an opportunity to create memories together to bring them closer.
話す機会が普段あんまりないので、こういう旅行とかでなんかいっぱい家族と触れ合う場面が増えるので、結構今回の旅行でいっぱい家族と話すことができました。
The family doesn't get to spend much time in Japan together, so when they travel, each day is important. The new flight schedule to and from Japan may not be conducive to maximizing family time together. Government agencies and community members learn how to read animal behavior for safe interactions. On March 12 and 13, the Saipan Humane Society held a humane enforcement and animal handling training at Culberville Community Center. The event included two parts, investigating animal cruelty and animal handling practices. With almost 30 years of experience in the animal welfare field, Adam Parascandola conducts a two-day training for our local law enforcement officers, stakeholders, and community members.
Mainly when we're training on handling dogs, dogs and cats primarily, right? We do have a little small sections on some livestock, but we just want to make sure that anyone who's working with them understands, what tools are available, how they can safely and humanely handle animals, right? So that it's safe for the animal, but it's also safe for the people. So there's a variety of tools that are available that can be used, but along with those tools, they have to be used properly so as to ensure they're not causing injury to the animal. So those are the sorts of things that we're teaching.
Gregorio Tebet says although he handles plants at work, he does a lot of farming and deals with livestock in his personal time.
We're learning with the handling of animals, livestock, mostly on how to approach the animals, whether they feel comfortable, when they're in danger, they're in fear. Just basic stuff on how to approach the animals and how to handle them, getting them into the crates or traps, nets, cages, catch poles, how to handle them with catch poles, make sure it's not too tight or you don't strangle or not to carry them up, especially with cats because you can break their neck.
Blaine Greyboys Goldman volunteers at the Saipan Humane Society, generally at the spay and neuter clinics.
One of the most interesting things that we learned about today is just how to use the environment to interact, particularly with dogs, and whether that's using an area to enclose them before you try to get them into a kennel, or different ways of getting them into a crate humanely is really, really helpful, particularly at the spay and neuter clinics where we're bringing in dozens of strange dogs all the time. And so additional techniques for handling and moving them into crates is very helpful.
Humane Society head Guadalupe Atal says the training taught skill sets for safe interactions for both self and the animal.
We do talk to especially children. We kind of talk about some of those little basics that he discussed here, which is a really great way to approach animals on the island, whether they're owned or not owned. Noticing things like they call a whale eye, which is this almost like side eye that they give you. It's like a sign of stress or anxiety. Same with like licking. Sometimes when a dog is licking and you're playing with their face, you think they're enjoying it, but they're actually a sign of stress. So it can be one of those things that we misread.
Atel says the training was held in efforts to bring the community together to utilize resources efficiently by sharing knowledge of the instructor openly and figuring out how to move forward with animal cruelty laws in place. 26 Buckeyes, or Ohioans, on local turf are visiting our islands as a part of the World War II tour in the Pacific. Saipan International welcomes a tour group from Ohio State University touring a number of World War II sites in the Western Pacific. John Jockman says they have an exciting lineup.
We stopped in Pearl Harbor where the war started. Then we went to Guam, now Saipan, Tinian, on to Manila, Okinawa, and then mainland China, Japan.
Faculty member from the History Department of the university, Peter Hahn, looks forward to taking 24 alumni and friends of Ohio State to local sites.
Today we're arriving here in Saipan to see the battlefields and the museum and the Suicide Cliffs. Tomorrow we'll be taking a day trip to Tinian to view the landing beaches and the North Airfield where the B-29 bombers and the Enola Gay were launched.
Professor for Military History Peter Mansour brings in the group along with Hahn. He's been here 2 other times and says the vast majority's first time in the Mariana Islands will be an eye-opening experience.
Saipan played a pivotal role in World War II, as the people here know, and it's great that people from the mainland can come out here and soak in the history of this place.
Ann Baker says she has 2 uncles that served in World War II and her father-in-law was here in South Pacific.
I think you can read and study and be in school and take classes, but seeing sites for real, really is a huge impact on bringing everything together and understanding what happened here and what our country did for this world and what our servicemen suffered and gave their lives so we have peace now.
Their tour ends in Hiroshima, Japan, where atomic bomb Little Boy dropped on August 6, 1945. As history buffs visit the Marianas for its distinct World War II sites, we say, welcome to Saipan. Coming up in sports, one softball team brings home the bread. It's gonna be a sweet one.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month. Plus, a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake, or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, desserts, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Marianas Coffee at Marianas Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style. Premium office space available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park on Capitol Hill. Upgrade your work-life balance and enjoy a distinctive blend of location and nature with open spaces and ocean views. It's the perfect place for creative professionals who want real results. Call us at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
Dreams since like baby, I've been joining forces with the likes of an A-team. Jumping off of buildings used to be so stimulating. Now I'm reaching new heights, I'ma need the off-whites. Play with the fire, you get burned. All of my struggles became lessons well learned. I got desires that keep me grounded, that's for sure. Cause one day we gon' make it out this earth, where's your worth?
The king is back like prodigal. I've been gone, I gave him time, it's been too long. Politic, if I want it, I'ma get mine. Never fake the funk, can't perform for your empire. Snatch him out the throne, make them all fall in line. I let the clock tick, count down, cause I'm the headline, the deadline. Big time. I'm ahead time, the rare kind. Big time. I'm a living legend, lethal weapon, mastermind. Big time.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas sports fans! Youth teams run the diamond and steal bases from morning until dark in a 3-day event. Play ball! The 2025 Saipan Mayor's Youth Softball Cup was held this past weekend. A total of 9 teams with youth from ages 14 to 18 participate in the second annual event. Last year, it was held at Dandan Softball Field. This year, it's at Capitol Hill. Sports coordinator Benji Maratita says the Softball Cup promotes a healthy lifestyle, builds camaraderie, and fulfills the mayor's mission.
This program the mayor's really trying to push is to promote a healthy lifestyle. Ultimately, have the kids come together to a big sporting event where they all have the same goal, right? Trying to compete at the highest level, try to get a championship win, hopefully, but ultimately have fun, right? And kind of stray away from drugs and crime. I think that's the #1 priority as of right now. Is with everything going on in the world, I think that's our biggest mission at the Saipan Mayor's office.
From Team Papalato, Francisco plays left field and Keone center left.
To be honest, this is like my first game. Even last night I jammed, but yeah, it's gonna be a first time. It's pretty solid. It's more exciting than most.
Noah Kitugua from Team Tagifan has been playing ball for a couple of years now.
Yeah, it's my first time playing in the tournament. So far, the experience has been pretty good. I think it's a really great experience, and everyone here is having fun. It's nice.
Managing Team Tagifan CRB, Pedro Tudela, also known as Big P, says he'd like to see the program expand.
We've been practicing for 2 months already, getting ready for this tournament, and I hope for the mayor, if he's watching the news, and for all the congressmen and senators, let's have a league, man. This weekend is good, but a league is better to bring all the youth out.
Supporting parent and auntie, Jodina Attel has $3 playing on one team as well as nieces and nephews on another team.
Thank you, Mayor, for bringing our youth together and really just helping them to build leadership skills and, just form a team and really create their own lineups. That's what we're here for, is we're trying to teach our kids to, fend for themselves and make things happen on their own.
Coming in first place and champions from last year is Team Sweet Rolls, coach player Christopher Pangilinan on continuing their winning streak.
We just wanted to two-peat because this is like majority of the teams last season. So we just wanted to win another championship. I think it's just all of us being we really wanted to win. And we don't like losing. Majority of us on the team are sore losers, so yeah.
Coming in second place, the team that played Sweet Rolls in the finals is Team Buckham. Third place goes to Team Bayou, whose game the night before went into overtime for a total of 10 innings, qualifying them for the semifinals.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight, partly cloudy with isolated light showers. Chance of showers 10%. East winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, lows around 77. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with isolated showers, chance of showers 20%. East winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Highs around 88. Tonight, high tide at 10:01 p.m. Early Tuesday morning, low tide at 3:57 a.m. followed by high tide at 9:30 a.m. Tonight, sunsets at 6:27 p.m. and will rise again tomorrow morning at 6:23 a.m. That's news, sports, and weather. Thank you for joining us, Sinamai. Have a great evening.